I'm Janvi Pavar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Or if you people are new over here, then welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to develop linguistic skills online or how to learn a language online. Because let's be honest, most of us, we can't spare enough time to go to an institute and to learn a language offline. So how to do all of those things online? You know, we've got our phone, we've got internet. So how to use these two things to the best way possible to learn a language. So let's get started. Point number one, social media. Why social media? All right, before social media, I've got another thing for you. You know, all of your phone settings, and what kind of language are they? They are in the language that you are comfortable with, basically your native language. But if you want to learn French, so you're going to convert all of your phone settings in the French language. In the initial stage, you're going to face problems with different words, new vocabulary, and all of those kind of words. For that, you're going to go on your Google and search the meaning of all of those words and write them down. Now, after becoming familiar with the basic words, you're not going to use a bilingual dictionary because for the basics part, it's fine. But after you know the basic vocabulary of that language, you're not going to use a bilingual dictionary anymore. Why? Because it's going to mess your brain up. You're going to keep confusing yourself. All right, this word means this in this language. No. Two languages, they're definitely going to mess with your brain. Instead, just focus on one language. So what you're going to do, you search for a meaning of a word, and the meaning of that word is going to come out in an elaborated way on your Google or on internet. So for that, what you're going to do, you're not going to use a bilingual dictionary. All right, now coming back to the part of social media. How many of us use social media? Be honest. All of us, basically. And if you don't, then it's pretty important that if you want to learn a language online, so you build an account, you create an account on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those social media platforms. All right? Now what you're going to do. What kind of pages are we following? What kind of videos that we watch? What kind of reels that we watch on our social media platforms? We watch the kind of reels, the kind of videos, and the kind of pages that we're following in a language that we are comfortable with, our native language. For example, if your native language is English, so you are following pages that has English content. But now if you want to learn French or if you want to learn Spanish, you're going to follow pages that has Spanish content. You're going to follow tutors. You're going to follow Spanish tutors. You're going to follow different movie pages. You know, when a movie comes out, so that movie, the people of those movies, they have a whole different page for that movie. And then they provide you short clips of that movie. So follow those. And also follow native speakers of that language, not random native speakers, because that's going to make you look as a very strange and a very, well, and a stalker. So follow celebrities of that native language. So the more you're going to encounter that language, the more you're going to become familiar with new words, new vocabulary, new sentence structure, new slangs, new phrases, and the kind of language they use on social media. At the same time, also follow Spanish tutors. Now your question must be, all right, where are we going to find Spanish or French tutors? Let me tell you where. You're just going to type hashtag French learning, hashtag Spanish learning, hashtag Spanish tutors, hashtag Russian tutors. So you're going to type that in your search book. I think we call it that. And when you're going to search that, there are going to pop up so many pages of different tutors, of different learning pages in that language. So follow all of those pages. When you watch videos in that Facebook section, you know, Facebook has a different section of videos. So we watch videos in a language that we are comfortable with, correct? But now you're going to watch all of those videos in language that we want to learn. Point number two, you have to listen to different native speakers. You know, it's very important that when we learn a language, so we can hold a conversation very confidently with a native speaker, correct? That's why we learn a language, although there are many different reasons. But when we learn a language, our main goal is to communicate with a native speaker in his language in the same manner. So for that, you have to listen to more and more native speakers. So how many of us do we watch series and different movies? All of us, correct? And even if you don't, now it's high time to watch those. So get a Netflix subscription or ask your friends out, or, you know, just if you already have one, so start watching movies and series in that language, because it's very important to listen to native speakers more and more so that you can become familiar with the kind of sentence structure they use and what kind of context do they use, what kind of words. It's important because to learn a language, listening is very important to have a good pronunciation, because if you're going to pronounce words in your native language of a different language, that's not going to sound very nice. For example, if you're learning French, but you keep pronouncing every French word in an English accent, that's definitely not going to sound very nice. So for that, you listen to native speakers more and more. With that, you're going to become familiar with more words, with more new phrases, with more new slangs, correct? So for that, start watching series and movies. Obviously, most of us, we can't spare enough time to watch like a 2-hour whole movie. Then start watching it for 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 20 minutes. And in the initial position, in the initial stage, you're going to watch it with subtitles. After watching it with subtitles the first time, you're going to watch the same thing all over again without subtitles. That is basically a quiz of yours, a test of yours of how much you understand without subtitles. And now that we are talking about learning these different linguistic skills online, I'd also like to talk about how most of us are generally interested in having a job in computer science or in AI, or we're generally interested in learning coding. Then there is this amazing young startup called CODEDAMN, which helps young developers to learn and code the right way through their in-browser IDE. The best part about CODEDAMN is whenever we get any tutorials, any coding tutorials or any classes, so we binge watch those tutorials, those recorded classes. But CODEDAMN, it provides you interactive learning. Yes, you heard me correct. You're not going to have to binge watch tutorials and just classes. They provide you with many more things. They provide you interactive learning. They provide you with quizzes. They provide you with hands-on learning. And they also provide you with projects, real world projects, to get you the perfect job ready. Because many of us, we all know how much exposure and how much opportunities there are in the coding, programming skills and coding career, and how so many of us, we want to build our career in that field. So for that, CODEDAMN prepares you just the perfect job ready with their interactive learning programs, with their different platforms. And CODEDAMN also provides different learning paths. What are learning paths? Learning paths are basically roadmaps. Roadmaps for what? Roadmaps that covers an entire tech stack. What kind of tech stack? For example, full stack learning path. They also provide you Web3 learning path. They also provide you backend learning path, front-end learning path. So all of these tech stack, you can have access to all of this in CODEDAMN. And in these roadmaps, they provide you with 70 plus, yes, you heard me correct, 70 plus different courses on web development skills. We keep looking for different web development skills, and with popular instructors as well. For example, they have got Hussein Nasir, they have got Derek Bennis. So these kind of popular instructors, yes, you're going to take classes with their designs, with their web design, with their web development programs on CODEDAMN. And another part that CODEDAMN provides is a pro subscription. So when you get a pro subscription on CODEDAMN, you get access to all of those courses, although there are several number of courses which are free on CODEDAMN. But with pro subscription, you get access to all of the courses that are on CODEDAMN. And how many courses are there? More than 70 plus on web development, on different AI tools, on different coding skills. So yes, you get access to that. You also get a playground access. What is a playground access? Where you get access to very strong and powerful infrastructure so that you can code in browser, and you can also invite your friends to code with you. And with the pro subscription, when you build this playground, so you get real world projects. Now I know what you people must be thinking, but what about different helps? We have so many curiosities. Yes, so they have got this amazing feature called Instant Help. And Instant Help, they not only helps you with your curiosities regarding web development, but they also provide you an in-depth knowledge of that curiosity. If you have a normal question, they're going to provide you with a whole in-depth knowledge. If you have a question regarding coding, so they're going to take you to many different information on AI tools as well, on computer science as well, on topics ranging from programming skills as well, interview preparation as well. So yes, they have this instant help option as well, where you get help in an instant. Now I know what you people must have in mind. These courses must be very expensive. Well, lucky for you is that CODEDAMN got their, right now this is the end of the year sale going on, so you get 50% off. And to check the website out and to check CODEDAMN out, there is a link in the description box below, so go and check that out and get access to 50% off on all of those courses and to free courses as well, which is gonna make you the perfect person and the perfect candidate for a job in coding skills, programming skills, and all of those AI skills. So go and check CODEDAMN out. Now, coming back to our linguistic skills online, what next? What other thing can you do? Well, start listening to different songs. Why do we have to listen to songs? First of all, entertainment, because most of the times we get bored with listening to different series and movies and keep listening to all of that. Start listening to songs. In that language, though, not in your language, in that language. When you listen to songs in that language, you become more familiar with the pronunciation. You also become more familiar with the kind of intonation and pitch they have. Although we do not need the kind of intonation and pitch a singer have, but a different kind of rhythm they have. So when you start listening to songs in that language, learn those songs. When I first learned English and when I first learned French, so I did not know French at all, nothing at all, but I learned a song in French. So not just one song, I learned approximately 15 to 20 songs in French. So when I started learning French, it became quite easy for me to pronounce those words and to know the meaning of those words, because in songs you get the context as well. And with this song, I'd also like to add a point of podcast. When we are traveling to our university, to our work, to our jobs. So with that, what you are going to do is that you're going to listen to different podcasts. So basically utilize your time more and more. So when you listen to different podcasts, you also become familiar. Again, you encounter different words, different vocabularies. The main part of learning a language is to have vocabularies, to have the right grammar, and to also have the correct sentence structure. How can you get all that? By listening more and more. Now, if you're going to come off the online part, I'd also like to talk about an offline thing. Start reading. Buy novels of that language and start reading those novels. When you find a new word, underline that new word and search for the meaning of that new word, but not in a bilingual dictionary. So read for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. And online, you can do one more thing. If you can buy a novel, then start reading news. Start reading news in that language. For example, you want to learn Russian. So follow some Russian newspapers, some Russian news. So whenever you're online, you can go on your Google and basically read news in that language. So this is what we can do to develop our skills online. And thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna see you people in the next video, and stay safe everybody. Bye.